Good morning, Mr. Ha. Shalom, shalom. Alright, we are, I'll give it a minute or a second or whatever. Good morning, David and Michelle. I don't know if anybody else is on there, but good morning to everybody. Daniel and Alicia. Alright, so we are on day 96. Psalm 96. So here we go. Oh, sing to Yehovah a new song. Sing to Yehovah all the earth. Sing to Yehovah, bless his name. Proclaim the good news of his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the nations, his wonders among all peoples. For Yehovah is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods, for all the gods of the peoples are idols. But Yehovah made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Give to Yehovah, O families of the peoples. Give to Yehovah glory and strength. Give to Yehovah the glory due his name. Bring an offering and come into his courts. Worship Yehovah in the beauty of holiness. Tremble before him, all the earth. Say among the nations, Yehovah reigns. The world also is firmly established. It shall not be moved. He shall judge the peoples righteously. Let the heavens rejoice, and let the earth be glad. Let the sea roar and all its fullness. Let the field be joyful, and all that is in it. Then all the trees of the woods will rejoice before Yehovah. For he is coming to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the peoples with his truth. Good morning, Tamara, and let's see, Darlene, Denise. I need a halogen light in here so I can see better. You know, I there's not much to add to what that chapter says, but the one thing that does come to mind is that we can't praise Yah enough. We really can't. We can't give him enough praise, and we definitely cannot meditate enough on the magnitude of his awesomeness. You know, to think about the fact that, that everything that is because of him. Everything that we see every day, everything that exists, even the vehicles and buildings and all this stuff, this is all because Yah gave man the mind to be able to come up with this kind of stuff. Yah gave man the mind to be able to figure out electricity, to do the kind of stuff that man can do, planes and rockets and whatever else. All of this stuff, everything. It's all because of Yah and what he gave man the ability to do, on top of all the rest of his creation. Now man takes and defiles and perverts so much stuff. You know, as we all know, Halloween's coming up in a couple days. You know, and the day in and of itself it's Yah's day. Every day belongs to Yah. But it's the celebration of what has been established on that day by man. A day that throughout history is a day of sacrifice of children to Satan, to all these things. This a day to celebrate the devil by people who wish to worship him instead of worshiping the one and only true God. And that's the separation, that's the difference. You know, I see in social media, you know, on Facebook here and others, where people are justifying that, oh, it's just having some fun and dressing up and stuff. And they don't want to acknowledge the fact of where this, even though America has commercialized it and turned it into this so-called fun little thing to do, it doesn't take away from the fact of what Halloween and what its origin is and everything else. Just like Christmas and Easter. Neither one of them have anything to do with Messiah. And God told us, do not come unto me this way. And the fact that all the information's out there, even people who used to be Satanists, who have come out of that life and have been saved, have done videos and interviews saying, I cannot believe that the church celebrates this day. They don't even know, you know, the wickedness of what Halloween truly means. All of this stuff. And I'm not trying to get into some Halloween topic here, but it's just using an example for what we should be doing, what Psalm 96 tells us that we should be doing. Praising Him. We're not praising Him when we condone this stuff. We're not praising Him. And it boils down to is being able to say, would Yeshua join me in what I'm doing? Would Yeshua go with me to this? Would Yeshua go dress up like, I mean, seriously, could you imagine your Messiah dressing up like a vampire or like a demon or like a, you know, anything? I mean, how ludicrous does that sound to imagine picturing Messiah dressing up like some Halloween character? Anything. And if we can't even, and if we know that that's just the dumbest thing in the world, or if we know that there's no way that Yeshua would go with us, then we shouldn't be a part of it. Amen. We should be doing what Psalm 96 says, to praise Him, to glorify Him, to lift His name, to give to Yehovah, to give to Him glory and strength, to give to Him honor, do His name, to bring offering, to worship Yehovah in the beauty of holiness, to tremble before Him, to say among the nations, Yehovah reigns. How are believers telling the world that Yah reigns when they're dressed up like a demon? When they got their kids all made up looking like the Walking Dead and stuff like that? How in the world is that telling Yah, or telling the world and telling the nations that Yehovah reigns? We need to be praising Him no matter what. And the way that, and a part of how we praise Him, if we want Yah to receive our praise, then we need to be doing it the way that honors and glorifies Him. Amen. Not how we choose to. You know, not with that worn out, abused saying of, oh, well, Yah knows my heart. Yes, sir, He sure does. And he says our heart is inherently evil. So, Mishpachah, as you go about the day today, and I know many of you on here that, you know, you hate Halloween, you don't partake in it, and you probably, y'all are like me, I hate this day coming up in a couple days. You know, I can't stand it. I hate everything about it, despise it, and there'll be worship going on in my house, blowing shofars, blasting some worship music, and there will be a sign on my front door saying, "This house does not celebrate Halloween." So, yeah. Praise Him. Read that chapter again today. Meditate on it. Praise Yehovah. Give Him the glory. Give Him the praise. Tremble before Him, Mishpachah. And thank Him so, so much that He's brought you out of the wickedness and paganism of these things that we all used to partake in. Amen. I love you all, Mishpachah. I hope you have an awesome and blessed day. And most of all, Yah loves you. Shalom, shalom.